Lyme disease. So it was that. It was just, you know, the exhaustion of just being on tour, and then it was just everything compounded, I think, to be honest.
Welcome to Inside Hollywood, where the spotlight never fades and the drama never sleeps. Hit that subscribe and let's get into it. I did not anticipate Justin Bieber leaking his own personal text messages, but that's exactly what he did. He shared messages where he wrote to someone, "I will never suppress my emotions for someone. Conflict is a part of a relationship. If you don't like my anger, you don't like me. My anger is a response to the pain I've been through." Asking a traumatized person not to be traumatized is simply mean. We have a lot more messages to go through, but I want to take a moment to unpack some of what he's saying here. Also, I have a few theories about who he might be texting, which we'll get into shortly. First off, he's admitting to being a traumatized person. He didn't give us any details.
Being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, you know, telling me they love me.
But he clearly acknowledges that trauma is a part of his life. And that really makes us wonder, traumatized by who? By Diddy? By the industry? What exactly did he go through? After all, Justin has been in the public eye since he was about 13 years old. Whoever this is responded, "I'm not used to someone lashing out at me. It's not that I don't see and feel your anger." To that, Justin replied, "Ouch, this friendship is officially over. I will never accept a man calling my anger lashing out." So now we know he's talking to a man. Then Justin adds, "I enjoyed our short-lived relationship." Short-lived. That suggests this is someone who's only been in Justin's life recently. He continues, "I wasn't kidding when I told you I didn't need you as a friend. I have good friends who will respect these boundaries." Honestly, that sounds like a lot of growth coming from Justin Bieber. When I saw him talking about boundaries, a little light bulb went off in my head, because that's exactly the kind of thing you explore in therapy. It seemed like he was navigating the end of a friendship in a healthy, mature way, but then things got immature real quick. Justin writes, "I thought you is why I always kept my distance. But I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, so clearly he's known this person for a while, or at least knew of them. He just kept his distance until now." Then he doubles down. "This confirms that you are the is thought you were." Complete with a middle finger emoji, he adds, "Please leave me alone now." The guy responds with, "I'm a and Justin ends it with, "Blocking you now." Blocking someone just because you don't want to hear their response after going off on them? That's a little weak. But honestly, Justin is clearly at a low point. He continues, "The harder I try to grow, the more focused on myself I am. Jesus is the only person who keeps me wanting to make my life about others, because honestly, I'm exhausted with thinking about myself lately, aren't you?" I mean, a little bit, sure, but also this was all happening on Father's Day. Most people were posting sweet shoutouts to their dads or sharing quiet moments with their kids. And here's Justin fighting a random person online. He also posted a picture on Instagram with the caption, "How I feel about you," showing a screenshot of his messages that said, "Quit asking me if I'm okay. Quit asking me how I'm doing. I don't do that to you because I know how life is for all of us. It's hard. Let's encourage our people to not project our insecurities onto one another. Your concern does not come off as care, it just feels oppressive, weirdo." One person commented, "I'm traumatized, so that means I can treat people like crap," then added, "He's got the emotional intelligence of a teaspoon." Someone else wrote, "Yeah, there's a very important factor in all of this, medication. Justin is either on something he shouldn't be or off of something he really needs." Another user sarcastically wrote, "I've been going to therapy about my trauma like dope. I should have just called my bad behavior a boundary and saved myself a lot of time." And someone else shared this perspective, "I've been through some awful stuff, especially in the last 10 years, but I still consider it my responsibility to heal for my family, friends and co-workers. They deserve a kind, compassionate person in their lives. No matter what I've been through, being angry all the time just makes things worse." And then there are his so-called friends just following these boundaries and apparently putting up with being treated like garbage. So who the hell is he even talking to in those messages? Well, a lot of people are starting to suspect that it might be NHL player Austin Matthews. Yes, the hockey player. He's with the Toronto Maple Leafs, part of the NHL, and apparently he and Justin were somewhat close until recently. Anyway, so these two were connected. I don't know much about him, and I definitely don't know much about sports. One person pointed out that they're both still following each other on Instagram, Which kind of raises a red flag. I feel like if it was Austin, Justin would have unfollowed him by now. Thank you so much for watching. That's a wrap on today's Hollywood drama. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for your daily dose of glitz, gossip, and game changers only on Inside Hollywood.